Привіт, дорогі підписники та глядачі, і продовжуємо грати Draugen. Того разу ми дізналися, що тут, можливо, буде якийсь монстр, як у цей Draugen, через то гра так називається. Знайшли ми скарб. І йдемо ми до церкви, бо там хтось дзвонить. І скоріш за все, там хтось є. Ну, логічно, воно ж тут автоматично не може, в них тут ще немає таких апаратів. Хіба, я не знаю, що там було. Де зараз... А, ну давай помалюємо. Ну це мені подобається, такі, знаєте, лайтове таке. Не знаю, чи то на криші в них, типу... Я думаю, що в тебе з волоссями, друже? Ладно, все, хватає, ти ж намалював, ти ж скоростріл у нас. О, диви, як файно. Ти і там також намалював? Ні, це типа... Ні, це два різних. Так, це два різних, окей. Бляха, мене трохи лівий цей стік трохи хреново почав працювати. Бляха, ну мать твоя, блін. Мать твоя, сказати. Ну, добре, що ти хоч тут відчиняєш, ну, в принципі, церква це громадське місце, тому... Чи ні? Ну, я не знаю. Може розвездіти. Ну так, воно трохи погано почало працювати. У мене є ще два джойстика, але вони щось погано працюють. Не те, що погано працюють, але не знаю, чому вони не заряджаються. Коза. Багато коз. Вони щось означають. Кози це сатанські, вони використовуються як для пентагона, пентаграми, значить це щось демонічне. Значить тут точно якийсь Draugen.
July 24th. Memorial service. A commemoration of the accident at the mine this past summer. No services after that.
А, ну то ну, я так і казав, купальня щось там. Вона, напевно, ззаді ще. Блін, але це ж нещодавно. Це, походу... А, ми ж читали, що діти помирали. Раз, два, три, чотири, п'ять, шість. А, це ми, походу, закопали недавно цього. Жмурика того. 6. 9. 9 закопаних. Да вони замаленькі.
You wouldn't understand. Elizabeth and I, we have a bond.
God, Edward. Your obsession with her is really starting to grate.
Та ж ти бачив не це маленьке? Це, скоріш за все, ми закопали. Чи де ми його закопали?
Why board up a church?
To keep the ghosts? Who did this?
Someone who'd lost their faith.
Gone fishing?
God is not here.
Well, of course he isn't. You won't find God in a church. God is the wind in the trees, the grass between your toes, the brook that runs through.
That's nature, not God.
Can you peek through the boards? See anyone?
No,
Listen! The bell! They're still in there!
Може наверху самому. Ніц нема. О, ну на криші, де дзвін. Де дзвінок, дзвінок, колокольня. Колокольня це, походу, по-російськи, я не знаю, як по-українськи. Може лопату взяти і розмостити тут це? Ну, але ні, воно щось замаленьке там. Що мені
Are you
робити?
here, Lissy?
Yes?
Що мені робити?
Must be her ringing the bell. It must be Betty.
We'll soon find.
Hello? I heard the bell.
This is giving me
I'm
the
here to help.
heebie-jeebies.
These boards look flimsy enough to break.
Look at that. The Ethel becomes an Edward. I didn't think you had it in you, old fruit.
Be quiet. Betty? Are you here? Hello? This is Edward Harden. I'm looking for my sister,
Stop
Elizabeth.
shouting, Edward. We're alone. There are only.
Елізабет?
There are no ghosts.
I don't know about that.
Вона що, Бетті Елізабет? Я ж... Бетті.
Lissy, look. Betty's gloves.
What's this rope for?
The bell.
This is the bell we heard ringing?
I don't see any other bells.
So you have to stand here and pull this rope to ring it.
Yes.
But there was no one here. You didn't see anyone, right?
No. No one.
Ghosts. I'm telling you, it's ghosts. So what happened to the hunchback of Grovik?
They must be here still. There's only the one exit.
Maybe.
They are definitely Betty's.
Блін.
She got these in Boston before she left for New York. She bought them at Woolworth. I remember the day she... She's here.
Where? And why would she leave her clothes lying around? It doesn't make
Breadcrumbs.
sense.
She's sending me a message. She knew I'd recognize her gloves. Her hat. She's left a trail for me to follow, like Ariadne's red thread.
We're not in a labyrinth.
Betty will have left more crumbs.
Betty. You're turning into such a pill.
Ну вона права, але, блін, він теж правий. Слухай, він ж
What happened
знайшов.
here?
The sign on the door. God is not here. Their faith was challenged, and it didn't survive.
What's that?
The last sermon that was held here.
What does it say?
The vicar's handwriting is hard to decipher, and the language. He talks about the village being divided for 20 years. This sermon was held on the anniversary of the accident this past summer. He's asking the congregation to help heal old wounds, to forgive, move on. Something to the effect of, you sit in separate aisles in God's house.
Like Ruth's drawing. I told you, she was perceptive.
It sounds like Grovik was split in two, between those who stood by Johann and those who supported Frederick.
Because of Ruth?
This sermon is from before that. No, this is all about the preceding 20 years of division and disagreements. Tilly varandra.
Edward?
Forgive each other. It addresses Johann and Frederick directly, but I wonder if they were even here.
Remember the wedding picture? They were close friends once. How could they allow their grudge to escalate until...
You call each other traitors, but the only thing you've betrayed are the bonds that unite us.
Ну, так, ну, значить щось... Це, напевно, з копальнею щось.
Many of you believe Grovik was cursed 20 years ago. God has not cursed you. This curse is of your own making.
Ruth's drawing mentioned a curse. What do you think that means?
It means they believed they were cursed, and that they needed something or someone to blame for their misfortune.
Ну, мені здається, що не накрутили собі, знаєте, багато
What are
разів.
you doing?
Ти що,
We're in a
ненормально?
church.
Thought you didn't believe in God.
I do believe in civility.
Ну ні, ну ти щось попаялася, я тобі так скажу.
That bell still bothers me.
Ну зараз, давайте тут прочитаємо.
The church book, a record of births and deaths.
So we can find out what happened to the people in the village?
And Elizabeth. I mean, if she was dead,
Her name would be in the book.
vandals. They tore it to pieces.
I don't think the missing pages left the church. Look. How many pages are missing?
I counted 4.
They're probably all still here. I know. Let's make it a competition. 1-0 to Team Me.
They considered this a sacred place. For them to destroy it. This was an act of desperation and anger.
Ну, значить, щось їм точно не підійшло.
I wanted you to find that one. I know what a rotten loser you are.
Та бляха, ми вже зробили.
The final dinner.
The Last Supper. Who taught you about the New Testament?
I pick up on things. Most folks aren't heathens, like you.
Бляха, ти можеш нормально поводитись?
I've never seen you read the Bible before.
I've read the Bible many times. It's an important historical document.
Так,
For
це
he
є.
is our peace, who hath made both one, and hath broken down the middle wall of partition between us.
Did you just translate that into Olden English?
I happen to know the verse by heart.
You still manage to surprise me sometimes.
Ну, та Біблія є історичним, типу.
Jesus looks sad.
What reason would Jesus have to be happy?
Don't be blasphemous.
Given that this is all fiction, blasphemy is a contradiction.
Heretic.
Еретик, ну. Треба поважати.
Found another one. You get it. It's right here.
Не можеш взяти і дати
Just
мені.
one more page missing.
Ще один аркуш, ну десь тут має бути. Бляха, опять чуть не обісрався, думаю, що там щось є. Давай, дзінь-дзінь. 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 Не знаю, де ще один, поможи.
We need to find all the pages. Isn't this a fire hazard?
They're not always lit. Each candle represents a single prayer.
That's a lot of prayers.
There were a lot of deaths.
Чи ж може там знизу? Не можеш підняти, подивитись. Поможе мені ще одну знайти.
Where are you going?
Де мені
Where are
знайти?
you going?
Я шукаю.
Teddy, where are you going?
Бляха, я поняв, значить це там треба.
Where are you going?
Бляха, я тут. Собі ходиш тут, а типу, я не знаю, де той останній аркуш.
The missing pages must be here somewhere.
Може наверху, чекайте, я наверх не дивився. В книжці можуть бути. Бо тут всередині, ні? Це що?
2 for 2. A tie. Good job, Teddy, old
Stop,
bean.
Lissy. This is not a game. Betty's out there.
Of horse feathers. Stop being so gosh darn tedious, Edward. Bitty, bitty, bitty. Will you ever shut up about your precious Betty? Put those pages back in the book, and I'll stop trying to cheer you up.
This book goes back years. It lists births and deaths. Here's the 3rd Fretland brother. The one who died in the cave-in. Someone added the word for Banelson, probably quite recently.
What does that mean again?
Curse. That word is all over this book. Not just the men who died in the mine, but other deaths in the last 20 years.
Ruth's drawing and the sermon both mentioned a curse. What do you think it means?
I don't know. There were surprisingly few births.
Perhaps they blame that on the curse as well.
Ти просто взяв, причепив її чим.
Look here. Ruth Elsa Fretland. She was buried in the cemetery. And the next entry, Simon Fretland. Now this is interesting.
Simon is dead? Oh, that's dreadful.
He drowned the day after Ruth died. Probably no coincidence. See what's scribbled next to it?
Ward?
Murder.
Who killed him? Ruth's father? Or the mob that trashed the store?
It doesn't say. After the children, a half-dozen deaths in a single week.
The curse.
It's listed as the cause for every single death.
Maybe there really was a curse.
Primitive superstition. But something changed after Ruth and Simon. It might explain why there's no one around.
Edward, if it killed everyone, how's that not a curse?
Вірус.
What's that word say? Next to those names at the bottom. For a
Traitor.
Edward? What's wrong?
The final entry. There's no name. Alice, what if...
Oh, Edward, no.
Betty,
It doesn't mean
she's not dead. She can't be. I'd know.
Teddy.
I need to see the grave for myself. It's not Betty. Betty's still alive.
Teddy? Where are you going? Don't leave me! Edward!
You better not be here. This one. It's unmarked.
Ти серйозно? А можна ні? Я мастив.
What are you doing? Have you gone completely mad? Edward, stop it!
Thank God. It's not her. It's not Betty. It's not her.
Oh, Edward. What have you done?
It's not Elizabeth. I was so afraid.
You're a monster.
But I had to be sure. If Betty...
To hell with your Betty! When did she ever shed a tear for you?
Don't talk about my baby sister like
Or
that.
what? Or what, Edward? What will you do? Ignore us? Banish us? You've spent your entire life chasing her. When are you going to do something useful with what's left of it?
Quiet! Just leave me be.
Fine.
What the fuck?
See,
Танос?
Alice, come back. Don't
Та
leave me
закупай
alone.
назад, ти що?
Please. Come back! I need you.
Що Танос цей півпланети знищив, що сталося? Чуєте, може ми спимо і це... Коза, це ти все винна. Це щось прокляття якесь. Це напевно Драуген робить, поки ми спимо.
I was afraid you'd left me. Now listen to me. No!
Може ми спимо, може це був просто, типа, цілий день, що це сон був.
Lissy.
Чи в нього з головою не все в порядку.
Lissy, please listen to me. I didn't mean what I said. I...
Бля, ми не можемо.
Everything's always about Betty. Betty, Betty.
I care about you both.
Until it really matters. Then it's obvious who matters more.
I thought she was dead.
I wish she was!
Don't.
You deserve to be alone.
Мені здається, що це в нього в голові. Він, походу, кришею поїхав, коли, ну так як ми знаємо, і чи це ще правда, що його тато помер і мама. Напевно, сестра ще давніше померла.
Talk to me.
What's there to talk about?
You can't keep running away from me.
You think you own me? That you control me? That you get to decide how I feel and what I do every minute of every day? That I'm your puppet, your little plaything? Well, fuck you, Edward Charles Harden! I never should have come here with you on this pointless chase!
Now, be reasonable.
Я б ще не знаю, що сказати.
Lissy? Alice? No! What are you doing?
What I should have done years ago. Maybe now you'll learn to appreciate this.
Now listen to me. Please, listen. Hear me out. Don't do this. You can't do this to me. I need you. I'm not whole without you. I can't lose you. I can't live without you. Don't, please, don't, no. What? No!
Йопсель.
Oh, Alice. What have you done? Please, be all right. Please, don't.
You make me sick, Edward. Your mother and father would be ashamed. Elizabeth would be ashamed. They did not think you deserved their love, so they abandoned you.
Don't.
Oh, my child. We are all that you have, and we love you. We are here. With us, you are never alone. Do not forget.
No, Never. I never forget.
Пам'ятаєте, ми бачили тіні якого з ангела? Це вот. Та може це реально сон? День 4. Може він реально спав, типу він ж втомлений був. Ну, типу, я не знаю, не впевнений, але...
Wake up, Edward.
Значить, ні.
Stop hiding.
Хто ти?
Where you go, we go, Edward. You cannot hide from us.
Where's Lissy?
Alice is not here.
Bring her back. Please. I need her.
Alice does not love Elizabeth like you do.
She loves me.
Not like I do, Edward.
I'm so tired. Please.
What do you want?
I think of you so often. You have no idea.
You just want me to forgive you so that we can keep looking for your precious, perfect Betty.
She needs us.
She never needed you, Teddy Bear. And she certainly doesn't need us.
I can't find her on my own.
Well, it's just too bad, my darling Edward. Because we're done playing second fiddle to little sis.
Wait, don't go. I'm talking to you, Lissy. Oh.
Ну, можливо, що ми вже з приводами можемо говорити. Я не знаю, типу, як там працює. Може, причепили, ок. Ну слухай, ну давай по-нормальному. Ну почекайте, вже тобі походу кришу і поїхали вже дуже давно, але я не знаю, я не впевнений, типу, це типу гра, я не розумію. Я взагалі не викупаю, що тут робиться.
Please. Lissy? Listen, you can't keep vanishing on me.
Try me.
Why are you so angry?
You do not know anger, Edward.
Did you ever meet my father?
Alice does not want to speak with you.
And what about you? Are you going to help me?
God helps those who help themselves.
I don't need God's help. I need Lissy.
Do you, though? Did you ever?
What? Of course, I...
Ну і не жесть, що робиться.
Hear me out. Alice. Don't go. I depend on you both.
You can never depend on other people, Edward.
I'm not sure you count as other people.
Everyone leaves, one way or another.
You don't. You can't.
Is that a challenge?
Stop playing games.
Are you ordering me, Teddy Bear?
I'm asking you.
Didn't your father always tell you to stand up for yourself? To be a real man and not a sissy? Maybe that's why he put the gun to his head and pulled the trigger. Kaboom! He was so disappointed about what his only son had turned into.
You're a monster.
Takes one to know one. Old fruit.
Ну, жорстко.
I gave you this jacket. Betty, you were here. Lissy, I'm tired of chasing you. I'm trying to talk to you. Alice, be reasonable. Lissy, look. Her jacket. I'm sure it wasn't here yesterday, which means
Jesus Christ,
Betty was
Teddy.
here. Perhaps when we were out yesterday.
Betty,
she must
Betty.
have...
Betty, 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 Betty.
You love Betty more than you love us. But don't you see? What has Betty done that we haven't? What can she do that we cannot? We've always been there for you. Why do you keep looking for her?
She's real. You're not.
So?
What? You decide what is real. We are real to you.
We'll never be the same.
Чуваче, в тебе криша поїхала.
She does not want you.
Who are you talking about?
Why do you think Betty left? She was sick and tired of us. She wanted to escape.
Like mother.
Drowning herself because she couldn't stand being around us.
Like father.
Bang! Right in the coconut.
Stop.
You drive them all away, Edward. All into death.
But not us. We're always here for you.
I beg you.
You are never alone.
Stop! Leave me alone, both of you!
You want to be alone?
You really want to be alone?
Fine. You're alone.
Не-не-не-не-не. Не-не-не-не-не, мені з вами веселіше, да? Курвий ти, син, ти можеш рот закрити? Чого ти так говориш?
Lissy,
А як той ангел
come
називається?
back. Please.
Може це його добра, ну, добра і погана сторона? What the fuck робиться, я взагалі не викупаю. Ліси?
Don't leave me.
Це наша кімната мала бути. Не закрите. Ну йдемо, поставимо. У них підвал є? Буду просто як. Що ж, ну ми можемо і тут закінчити, в принципі. Продовжимо на наступний раз. Ну та, похоже на і цей. Чи далі? Що відбувається? День 5. Ну добре, давайте ми закінчимо на цьому 5-му дні. Ну, походу нашого героя не все добре з головою, і так як вони кажуть, типа, мати і інші, їм набридло було це все, то скоріш за все.
Betty? Elizabeth? Is that you?
Скоріш за все, така штука була, що він хворий на голову був. Він такий виглядає, типу, знаєте, це типа, не знаю, це знаєте, стереотипи, але він, напевно, бачив цих двох постійно з самого дитинства, і, напевно, батьки, типу, ну ще й батьки, або може після того, що батьки, або може в нього були вже якісь такі, знаєте, ну, психічні проблеми. І батькам було важко, бо це такі часи було, що знаєте, якщо ваша дитина, типу, ну то це коротше, типу, треба нахрен її здати або самому. Напевно, ще плюс того, що вони це з собою зробили, що батько бабах зробив собі і мати втопилася, і в нього щось не то сталося, і в нього ще більше криша поїхала, і тут Бетті, типу, була з ним, але потім вона вже їй набридло стало, коли він вже трохи став дорослішим, і вона просто звалила від нього. Може таке бути, типу, я чесно, ну, не знаю. Або це все, типу, Драуген зайшов в нашу голову і почав, але в принципі я не знаю, як тут буде. Подивимося наступний раз, може це вже кінець буде. Тому дякую всім за перегляд, підписуйтесь на канал, якщо ви новенькі, не забудьте поставити дзвіночок, аби не пропустити нове відео, і ставте вподобайки, якщо вам сподобалось, якщо ні, то також ставте. Коментуйте і дайте знати, як вам цікава гра. Типу, я ще, ну, типу, пару варіантів, я думаю, що це з цього може це Драуген, або так як кажуть, в нього психічні якісь проблеми, або, ну не знаю, бо прокляття реально з цим Драугеном. Коротше, я не знаю, може він взагалі спить, типу. Тому побачимось наступний раз. Всім пока.